I've been scrolling through Facebook and Instagram all day, and everyone's posting their like a recap of their year, and they're just basically going through stuff they've posted throughout the year and reposting it, and then just talking about how good their life is and how their life has changed in 2017. And I'm like, you know what? I could do that, and I'm gonna do that. Except mine won't be posts. It'll be a video where I'm going to talk about my 3 favorite events that happened in the year. And then I'm going to use videos and pictures that no one has seen yet, with the exception of some Instagram and Snapchat stories that kind of disappeared after 24 hours. So yeah, that's what I'm doing today. Before I get into this, I'm only doing 3 things, and there's going to be 2 things that are left out that are really big life-changing events that happened in my life. One of them being me closing my studio that I had for 7 to 8 years, and then also me moving to St. Louis. So those 2 won't be in here because I've talked about them, yo. If you want to know about that, there's other videos. So I don't know why I pointed. Maybe I'll put a video, little pop bots here, that would be hey, click here. But I don't want you to click there because I want you to watch this. So maybe I'll link it in the description. I'll do that, yeah. So with that, this is how I started my year. So there's some of you out there are probably wondering, hey, do you have the right clip? Because that looks like 4th of July fireworks. And to you I say, yes, it is the right clip. I'm actually in Germany, not now in that clip. I'm in Germany, Mockenbach, Germany. I'm visiting a few friends of mine that lived in Germany because they were stationed out there. Kind of went out into a little field and watched the town set off fireworks. I guess you can say that they birthed a new year with a bang. To the people that laughed at that joke was for you. And I was out there visiting my friends for a little over a week or so, and I was there before New Year's, so we did a lot of stuff go to a holiday market. We went to Belgium, Luxembourg, France, all that kinds of stuff before 2017 officially began. So I'm not going to talk about that. But what I will talk about is this. This is doner, and it's delicious. It was at this restaurant in Mockenbach. So if you're traveling to Germany and you're going to the Mockenbach area, this is where you should eat at least once, because it was delicious. I know it doesn't look like much, but it's delicious. The other cool thing that we did was we went to Zurich, Switzerland. And Zurich is beautiful. I loved it. It was beautiful at night. It was beautiful during the day. We did a walking tour. We just kind of walked around the night we got there. We were there for 24 hours because that's really all that we could afford, because it's expensive. Super expensive. I would love to go back if I got a whole bunch of money just thrown at me and was
here's 20 grand.
And I would be okay, cool, I'm going to Zurich. And I'll be there for 3 days, and I'll spend it all because that's how much a hotel will end up costing for 3 days. So the other cool thing about going out to Germany, and this is kind of Europe in general, is there's not a whole lot of stop signs or traffic signs, so they use a lot of roundabouts. And that's really not cool, but it is for me because I got to make this.
She'll be coming round, round when she comes. She'll be coming round, round when she comes. She'll be coming round, round. She'll be coming round, round. She'll be coming round, round when she comes.
So there's that. So now we're going to jump all the way to May, when I got to go see JoJo in concert in Florence, Kansas. My friend Emily and I went out there, and we stayed with a few friends of mine that are stationed out in that area. So the day of the concert, we drove into Lawrence, Kansas, and kind of stayed in the main area. There's a road that has a whole bunch of restaurants and shopping places, and we just kind of hung out before the concert out there. We eventually stopped in to a restaurant and we happened to look at JoJo's Snapchat and Instagram, and it showed her kind of walking around, and we're like, oh my god, she's walking around town and she'll end up walking by where we're at. We can run out there and meet her. Needless to say, the whole time that we were eating dinner, we were watching out for JoJo. Actually, I was watching out for JoJo and Emily was watching a dog. So, yeah. Seeing JoJo is a big deal to me because I'm a big fan of hers. I think she's beautiful and amazingly talented, and her voice is amazing. But both Emily and I saw her in 2015, 2016. So this wasn't like something out of the norm. What was out of the norm was we got to freaking meet her. We did our best to not look awkward or look like we were like holding in excitement, and I think we did a pretty good job. But oh my god, this is the picture. Okay, literally they take a picture with her and then that's it. And I was like, can we please just like chill and talk and whatnot? I didn't want it to end. But the good thing is we did the pictures, we got in front row, and she did like a little Q&A and acoustic session. After all that was over, I was like, hey Em, I'm gonna walk on over to this merch table over here. Do you want anything? She was like, no, I'm just gonna stay right here. That way we can stay up front. I'm like, okay, cool. So I walked over there and I realized as I was getting closer to the front that JoJo was like checking people out. Not like, hey, how you doing? But like actually like taking cards and swiping them. And I was like freaking excited. I told Emily about it through text and she was like, no way. And I took a creepy picture and sent it to her. I wish I had the picture. If I find it, maybe I'll post it, but I haven't found it yet. But it was a creepy looking picture because it was just me going quick. But anyways, the show was freaking amazing, and it was awesome meeting her. That was like so cool. And then like a week later, I went to go see Derek and Julian Huff's show Move with Emily. She invited me, and we got to meet them too. So that was pretty cool too. So I had to stop because my Postmates food is here, so I'll be back. Actually, it won't seem like I'm gone for a long time. It just seemed like a second. Now they're calling. So I gotta go. Okay. Third is something that happened quite recently. They gave me a whole loaf of bread. I'm not mad, but like, I'll probably eat it. Jeremy and I went to New York to go see a screening of one of my favorite TV shows. Not really an episode, it was a movie. The TV show was Psych. I made a case because it is such an important part of my life. And they've been off the air for like 3 years, and a lot of fans have been like,
Hey, you should make a movie.
They finally did, and it came out December 7th, but we were in New York at like the end of November. At the screening, they did like a Q&A and showed the movie, of course, and then Dule Hill and James Roday, who are the stars of the show, came out and did like a little interview type of thing up there. So it was really cool. But while in New York, we obviously did touristy things. So like these pictures, like that's all like stereotypical like New York picture taking type stuff. I'm not sitting down for this because I'm really hungry, yo. I feel like I'm hungry in every video I take. Anyways, so yeah, New York was cool, but Psych, the movie, the screening of it was the best. You can't beat free popcorn, free candy, and some awesome souvenirs. So yeah. So yeah, that was my 2017 recap of my top 3 favorite things I did this year. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And make sure you subscribe. Hit that bell button because I post every day. And yeah, sorry I sped through New York, but I'm just like really hungry. Besides, I'm posting something about the New York trip here very, very soon. So that's why you really need to subscribe and hit that bell. So yeah, like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, and keep dancing. After you eat, make sure you eat. So. Beer's done.